What's up guys, we're here at the Great Aussie Bike, but I definitely think that we should just get our asses to Perth. One of the most exciting things that will ever happen to this car, we are going to GTurbo to give these a bit of a tune. Yeah. Just mild. Yeah. Oh, stop it. The big GTurbo.
I don't know, it's like, we're like doctors, but I wake cooler.
It's done.
That's it. That is just beautiful.
Oh my god, Ashton, hold it. Uh-oh. Oh god. It sounds so sick. But like, wow, like this thing moves. Like proper moves. That's sick. Thank you.
I know nothing about patrols, but these guys know a lot about patrols.
Lots of them. I definitely think that we can do better. That's far in too.
That is ridiculous.
So that's 970 mil in the bar in. And so what's it, your Jeep or with like the bar?
Whatever, dude, shut up.
Out? Yeah, that's what I thought. Maybe.
How much horsepower you make?
What's up guys, we're back from Superior, and as you can tell, a couple of things have changed from the last clip, but it's all boring things you can film, so I'm just going to show you now. We have the Superior diff bracing on the front and the rear, because these things are going to be copying an absolute flogging. We got the diffs powder coated, which just makes them look really, really good next to all this nice shiny gear. And then I also Raptor coated the whole chassis with Raptor cans. But the real reason why I am filming this right now is because of these. So these are the new diffs that we got done with 4.6 nitro diff gears supplied by Superior. But the main piece sits right there with that name, twin Harrop E-Lockers for the GU. So now we have all the flex, all the gearing, and all the traction. Pretty much why we go E-Lockers in general over air lockers is that you don't have to have an air compressor or rely on an air compressor to engage your lockers, which means it's simpler, easier, and more reliable in case your air compressor it doesn't work anymore. These, it's just a positive and like a negative, or you give it power and it locks. Due to this, a magnet on the inside, when as it turns, as you give it power, it locks these two collars together, which pushes in these pins all around, which locks the diff. So overall, in our opinion, they are the best lockers on the market, and we cannot wait to see how they go in the GU. Advantages of teamwork, mate. Oh yeah.
Morning!
Morning.
Delivery!
What do you got? The bench.
I've got some cool stuff from my friends down at Redarc. They
Our friends at Redarc.
No, these are my friends.
No,
You got your friends, I got my friends. My friends are better than yours. And you remember this little product that we saw at Claimer? Boom. Boom. Have a look at that. That's a TVMS. Yeah? TVMS Rogue. So this is a brand new product from Redarc. that is available now in the United States, and I think by the time you see this, they'll be available in Australia as well. They'll be in full production. You know what Red Vision's all about. You've seen that right throughout Patriot Games, but typically speaking, you need to run a Manager 30, which is a box about that big. Then you need to run the TVMS box, which is about this big. What Redarc have done now, they've come up with this new solid state too. So no fuses, no relays, everything is inbuilt into this. You've got 10 channels at 10 amps, which is going to do absolutely everything Christian's going to need to do in this car. Now you're going to put in switches for your E-Lockers.
Yes.
That's why I called in a favour here. Yeah. So no stupid little switches. Welcome back to 1964. Yeah. We're going to program this up, so in the first instance, you're going to run your lockers off this, so you're going to have to really think about where you're going to mount this faceplate. Normally, if I was using this for a display, I'd probably think about maybe up the top where the rear view mirror is or over on the dash, but because you're going to be operating lockers, I'd really have a think about where in relation to your steering wheel that you can come straight off your steering wheel and engage and disengage your front. And that's a big advantage with the Harrop E-Lockers, right? So everything electronic. And that's the whole unit. That's the brains of the thing now. So for in-cab, like actual car control, with the TVMS unit and the Manager 30, very, very difficult just because of its sheer size to mount in-cab inside a vehicle. Yeah. Great for a caravan or a camper trailer, but not so much for a car. This thing here is a game changer, mate.
Game changer.
Game changer.
Absolutely.
Like a 79 series cruiser.
Oh,
game
absolutely,
changer.
game changer.
All right.
Like the Concreter Cowboys are going to adore that.
They're going to adore that. So Redarc, thank you very much for getting that out. We'll do a little bit of research there. This is the BCDC Core 40, right?
Yes.
So fundamentally what this is, it's a BCDC charger, but these ones have been designed to go in cab.
Yeah.
So these ones aren't actually waterproof. Again, you're doing your airbox and your front mount cooler and your turbo and all that sort of stuff, you're going to run out of real estate real quick. So this mounts in the cab, and then we'll bring the wires through the firewall, and that'll charge your second battery. Yeah, when you put a second battery in.
Magic.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Happy.
Very.
Pulling out all the stops here, right? Yeah.
Right. This is going to be, I think, Australia's best stick. A GU.
That's a big call.
What's up, guys? We're here at the Great Aussie Bite on our way to Perth, and we had a couple of issues to get here, so let's have a let's roll that. Roll that. Bang, 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 boom. Bang, boom.
You want to tell us what's going on here, mate?
You know, we're just trying to save weight on this rep just so we can get our liters per 100 and down.
Yep.
So, decided to pull out the main tank, so, yeah.
Yeah, seems about right.
Yeah, mate. We are meant to be over the WA border by now, and we're like 8 hours out, so.
Yeah.
Having a bloody piss off.
Having a great time. Having a great day, mate.
No.
Great day.
Yeah.
Loving it.
So much fun. So this, a pickup tube, as you can see, is still kinked, but it was bent pretty much all the way back right to there. So
yeah, so right in here, you can
kinked.
see there's still a little bit of a kink there, but this was fully kinked back to there, which is where we're getting our fuel pressure reg issue from. Should be back on tour in like an hour or so, and we got this champ helping us out, getting some tools, so we should be back on very soon.
So we chopped off the gauge, and then we chopped a little bit off of like the hose. We got some little hose in there, and then we're just going to feed that in with some nuts just on the end, so it'll weigh it down, because pretty much we don't want it to bash out of the tank because it might like put some
cracks in it are from wearing out the lack of the metal, so this is the next best thing. And then just in Perth, we'll just jump on Facebook, a marketplace, someone who's parting out another one of these boxes, and we'll get a new tank. So that's a big goal, and we're on. Why don't you look at that? It should run. It's just got a tank in it. It's still dented. Still. Let it run. Hopefully. Hopefully. Yes. Yes. Let's go to Perth. Yeah, so the ZD does tour, but she does tour with a different quirks. But and you're filthy. Look at you. Yeah, we are both absolutely filthy. But I definitely think that we should just get our asses to Perth, because this is one of the most exciting things that will ever happen to this car. We are going to GTurbo to give these ZD a bit of a tune. Yeah. Just mild. Yeah. Can we all just take a second to appreciate what's actually going on here? Like, we have never been here, and just, it is absolutely wild. And we caught on the golden hour perfectly. Like, the sun's just about to go over that cliff, but there's absolutely not a thing out there until you get to Antarctica, which is very cool. Look at the GU and the X1N just looking perfect. The golden hour. A fuel tank, thank you. You made us catch at golden hour, so we're going to get back in the car and we are going to keep on touring. So how good are the Patriot twins are on tour in the big GU, and we are sharing a James Brew because we are absolutely adorable. And we just ran out of fuel, so we're going to put some Joes in. But anyway, see you guys at Perth. You. We are going down like the 90 miles straight now. It's just road. It's all road, Christian. Nothing but road, mate. Nothing but road. We are in the WA. We're just driving and getting things done. We're almost there. We're not far off. We should be in about 10 hours. 10, 12. I'm very, very keen to get ourselves down to Perth. Have you ever been to WA? I don't think so. Ever? No. Like, we jumped on the road this morning after getting out of bed, and we just like jamming a podcast, and I paused and I'm like, Ashton, we're in WA. Like, we have never done this, and it's really, really cool to see. Normally Juzzy's here, and like we're rolling in a big convoy of like 8 cars feeding 20 people. There's cameramen in your face and all that. But no, it's just you and I, mate. I mean, Perth is the goal, and Perth is where we're getting to today. So I'm very, very. Oh yeah, 90 miles straight. Australia's longest straight road. 90 miles straight. I don't know why it's called the 90 mile when we're Aussie, mate. 150 bloody clicks. 146.6 actually. You dumb. And there's a corner there. So we just drove it. No corners at all. I can confirm it is very straight, almost as straight as Christian's. But yeah, there's corners now, so I'm happy. Let's get back on the road. Let's get us some Instagram influencer pics and get going.
Everybody looking for a dance. If you wanna run away with me, I know I'm crazy and I can take you for a ride. I had a premonition that we fell into a rhythm where the music don't stop for life. Glitter in the sky, glitter in my eyes, shining just the way you want me, I want you ready. Let's go, I love it, yeah. I got you, moonlight, you're my starlight, I need you all night.
Oh yeah, come down to Perth, eh? So our campsite's like just down there, like literally within 500 meters, and we just ran out of diesel because we were like cutting it close, and the filler cap won't undo. So take off the filler cap and then just fill it straight from the hose in there, and then yeah, just to drive 500 meters. How good? Do you like that?
Not really.
At least we're in Perth.
Yeah.
Finally. Hell yeah, boy. Perth. Hell yeah.
What's up, guys? It is Monday morning. We're in Perth. We had a shower and a good ass sleep last night. But now we're driving down the road that is going to lead us to probably one of the best shop in Perth. I'm so keen. Ashton.
Oh, stop it.
Oh,
That's
God.
actually a nice work.
That is a really nice shop, guys. Check out where we are at. The big GTurbo. So we are going to be doing some absolutely hectic stuff to this big old ZD30 on that can. So let's get in, let's say hi, and let's talk about what parts is going on this guitar. GU got chucked up in the dyno, so we're going to see what this thing makes in its factory form with 33s on it. So this will be very interesting to see where we came from, which is what we're doing now, and then to where we're going after we do all the good stuff to the car.
I'm gonna guess like 88 horsepower.
Yes. So what would you guess that this makes?
If it definitely has a remount that's standard and it's got these tyres, I'm going to guess 75 kilowatts of this.
75? Okay, I'll go with 79.
I'll go with.
I got trust in it.
I'll go with like
Stop tyres.
40.
So the only thing that's done to this motor, we got a 600 by 300 by 76 intercooler core from PWR, the That's Cool kit, and all the Fats Fab goodness. And this is our dyno graph here. So we made max power of 84 kilowatts at 3,400 RPM and max torque of 287
287
Newton meters.
Bloody hell, that's a lot of torque.
Yeah, but we got good boost and good AFR, so that means that this thing is healthy to be pushing all the horsepower.
All of it.
So now it's time to get the thing into the workshop, which is a air
conditioned.
Yeah,
Juzzy.
which is
We got aircon here, mate.
conditioned, which is very nice. Let's get in there. Let's see what parts are actually going on the car and start. Oh, look at the sun, mate. My face is white. And then we'll go slap them all on, and then we'll see what this thing can really get pushed. Okay, so as you can see, we are in a GTurbo's amazing air-conditioned workshop, baby.
Yeah, boy. That's it. Love it.
Yeah, so we are just taking everything off of the top of the motor because what are we doing, mate? What are we doing? Big turbo, big pump. No big pump, though. That's like a TD thing. Pretty much, I take off that puppy, take off the turbo, take off the exhaust, take out the gearbox, and then pretty much a new MPC clutch in the gearbox to handle all of the power that these ZD is going to push out. A new GTurbo, a G320 sourced, and high flow injectors. So like you don't need to do too much to a ZD to make a load of power. Even though we have already, I done like the Fats Fab snorkel airbox, so to get some more air in, and then the big PWR intercooler. That's over behind there, but yeah, so very keen, very excited. We are very happy to be here, to be able to make a God's motor make more power.
God's motor proper.
So fine, so pure. I can't live that life anymore. I just wanna have some more. You can't give me.
So the GU was parked over here on this 2-post, and now we've moved it over here to the 4-poster. We've got everything off of the engine bay that we need. Next thing, to handle the power that we're going to be chucking at this car, we are putting a NPC clutch in it. We'll come out, put the new clutch in, and then just box straight back on. So let's get into it. Cool, now I would jump in and help, but there's something about bloody 250 kilo box that I just do not get involved with, so I'll leave this one to the pros. Yeah! That is a big box.
But something.
Today we tore everything out that we needed, so tomorrow we can put everything good back in. But
what is
massive
that
thank you to the boys for helping us out with that. So we're putting new turbo on, a G320, we're doing plus 100 injectors, a 3-inch stainless exhaust and a NPC cool arch, as well as all like service bits. But those are the 4 things that's going to get this thing to 300 horsepower with the aid of the fab snorkel and box and the PWR intercooler. So we've got all the right tools here to make the boost, so now we just gotta slap them all in. See you guys tomorrow.
We will see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, it's day 2. How's it going, mate?
All good. I'm just cleaning all my nice shiny, well, once upon a time nice shiny Superior gear. So just getting under here with a bit of a degreaser, because you know that is the piece of resistance under the car. But whilst we're here at GTurbo, we're putting a piece of resistances in the engine bay. So I'm just making sure that the car's tight.
And because we cut like the rear section off the exhaust, so it finished about here at Superior, because we knew that we were coming here to do a better exhaust, and yeah, we didn't really realize that it would just coat everything black. Like you can see how that side's are pretty alright. It's still dirty as this side's just black, so we are just wiping off all these Superior gear, and I just realized that I am wearing a Superior hat and a Superior shirt, so a little bit of like a fanboy, eh? Yeah. but that's pretty much the plan. We are going to chuck in a new clutch, or chuck the gearbox back in, and then rebuild the injectors and high flow them, and we're going to get all that bang goodness inside these cylinders. Yeah, hopefully it's not like, you know, too big of like a bang, because it gets expensive very quickly. What's it say, mate? I parts are from Nissan. Yeah, bud. Fresh. This is what you should have done before we came here. Yeah. So moving on now, we're getting the old clutch out, and we're going to see how burnt the plates are, because when we pulled the gearbox off, it smelled that bad, but actually in there. There you go. Look at that. So I'm not really an expert, but from my knowledge, these rivets being pretty much on the face of the clutch means that it's pretty much at the end of its life. Yeah. And like the heat marks on that is not good. You can see the flywheel there. Feels pretty good, but there are some heat marks. You got those lines in the rivets are indented. You got no lines here in the rivets are showing, so that is fed. Yeah, so that's pretty much at the end of its life, so it's a good thing that way it's changing it. Sweet. So yeah. Alrighty, so we got the clutch and the pressure plate off. I like the flywheel, like the flex plate and the cover, and this whole piece in here was just covered with dirt. All of that in there, but yeah, so we got all that good. Now we're just checking on the rear main, which seems like it's weeping a little bit, so might be a good idea to change that. And yeah, just get a new clutch or a new flywheel. Oh, how's it going, mate?
We got good. So we got a 3-inch full stainless turbo back exhaust, which will give this thing the crispy. This is from Anta, and this is just full bloody bolt-in exhaust.
Bloody hell, that's nice.
So right now what we're doing, we're just marking out to get a tear drop tip going for the exhaust, which I think is going to look super sick. So let me show you where we're going to be putting it on the big GU. Up in there. It's going to look that good.
was a little bit more exciting than a coolant overflow tank, because we are talking the big boy injectors in here. So would you like to tell us how you change the tips and what changing the tip actually does?
Yeah, so basically what we're doing is putting on our own high flow nozzles. So we've got these nozzles made up. Graham's done all the R&D for these things, and then basically it's just a case of changing the nozzles over, making sure everything inside the injector is all good and it looks fine.
So what does testing actually do for the injector?
So basically it'll run through a test plan where it simulates different operating conditions that it'll be under in the car. And basically it's just a case of making sure that they all flow the same. So we want them to be within, a few percent of each other. That way the ECU we can just tell the ECU that they're all the same, and all the cylinder temps will be the same, all the AFRs will be the same.
Well, we've got 2 done, so let's go through and do the other ones. Then we get to see how they get tested, and then we can put them in the car. So let's do that. We got big boy caps now. Plus 100s, mate. Big plus 100 dogs. So basically, you just gotta oil up this O-ring here. Grab these bad boys, slap them in there, and then just gotta feed it in, mate.
I just like a green. I mean, good or?
Well, the Snap-on comes in multiple colors. I don't know. It seems a bit fancier. What happened to like just the old style torque wrenches? They just went. I mean, like, hey, at least it doesn't like I beep for like the whole way, like some other ones. You sure that's torqued? I mean, 28 is not very much at all. Hi guys, what's happening here tonight?
Now it's the most exciting part of the build, of the turbo build. This is really cool. I just see it all laid out on the table. This is what is going to make it come into its own. So very keen, very excited.
Yes. Look at that. Tell us what makes a GTurbo a G-turbo, yeah?
That's all you, boss.
So basically we'll start with what do you want out of your vehicle, and what does it do standard. Once we've assessed all the parameters, we'll come up with a design. And we design and make it, and then it's just left up to tuning and fuel system, really. What we've done is we've redesigned the vane set. We've made out of special alloys. We've got 15 rollers encapsulated in a fully billet system, and it's set as a cartridge. It's all double axle vanes.
Oh, so is that OEM or is that?
Yeah, there you go. So that's
Okay.
OEM versus the G-Turbo.
Yeah.
So if you, I mean, all of the exhaust gas on a VNT turbo comes out the exducer, this area here. And so if you look at the cross section, between the two, you can see just how much more exhaust gas can flow out of this upgrade turbo. Awesome. Which is pretty amazing considering the response. It doesn't give up much response to the factory turbo. You can't beat this because it's so small, but it really doesn't give up a lot, and you would never feel bad about what you've given up for how much you get in everywhere else.
Yes.
That is definitely not your first time doing that, right?
Done this a couple times, yes.
That was amazing. That was probably perfect. You're like the best part of this. I don't know, it's like, we're like doctors, but awake, cooler.
It's done.
That's it.
That is
Look, oh my god, Ashton, hold it. This is what is going to get the turbo to gap every single one of our mates' T&Ds and your
TDs. And my
T&D.
TD, which is annoying, but this thing is going to be off its head. That is just
so good. mega donzy. Now that's how you polish a turd, mate. So this is the end of day 2 at GTurbo.
This is a very good way to end the day. I mean,
This is a very good way to
this
end
is a
it.
very good day. A G20 gold wheel is a good way to end any day.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, pretty much today we got like all the clutch and flywheel off.
Yep.
We changed out the coolant reservoir. We built the turbo injectors and everything's all back in, or the rails back in, which is really good. So pretty much all that's left until we can dyno tune is actually bolt on the turbo, exhaust, clutch. I put the gearbox back in,
And put the new tank in.
and
too.
put our new tank in. We'll be back here bright and early tomorrow, and this has been a ripper of a day, yeah?
Oh yeah, bro.
Yeah, mate. Look at darling. Stop it.
We are walking from the workshop over to the turbo build room that we were in yesterday, and we are going to see how they tuned a turbo and make sure that it's all functioning well. Once again, another new thing that I've never seen before or even know how it works, so we'll try and get some info. Well, but it should be tons of good fun.
So what does this actually do, and what does this test for?
This machine here is our turbo dyno. It supplies a known pressure, stimulating your exhaust pressure. And basically we use this to set the min position, so set how tight the vanes can close, and then we set the adjuster on the actuator over here.
Yep.
Basically it can hit its boost targets, and when the ECU gives it the vacuum, it does what you would tell it to. So this arm here controls the vane system in the turbine housing, and then this just limits how closed it can be.
Yep.
So that sets your tightest position, your down low response right off the bottom, they're going to close right up, get that turbine spooling up, and then when we'll chuck the can back on and set it, and that's going to control the boost the rest of the way through the rev range.
Awesome. This girl wheel just turning over really fast as you turn. The piece of resistance. So the intake pipe on and the oil feed and drain line. And there's a gold wheel actually in there. But
Yeah, there's a gold wheel hiding in there somewhere, but I think that's
come on, mate.
it's time to do it.
It's time to do it. Going on. Oh, stop
Naughty,
it.
naughty.
Stop it. Oh, darling.
You would have seen that we had issues with the breather on the tank and the tank getting sucked in. So we called up Brown Chavis and they sent us something that I was meant to do a long time ago. Look at that. We got a big boy tank. So we are going to be able to hold all the liters. Which
That's
will be
big.
sweet. That is big. So the factory tank is 80 liters. 80 liters, that's 150.
Only thing is we don't have a fuel head and we had to chop the other one. So we
Yeah,
need
so
to
we'll go buy
find
one.
one. Yeah, we need to go find one.
Okay, I need to jump on Facebook Marketplace and find one like now.
Yeah. Alright, Mano, what's going on here?
We're at a junkyard because we're grabbing a new tank top actually.
So, that looks pretty good.
Yep.
It's like exactly what we need, mate.
Yeah, mate.
So we are going to whip this out and then we're going to get back out to GTurbo. Put our tank in, yeah?
Yeah, mate.
Then we also have to stop past the airport and get the NPC clutch.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
Yep.
Yeah, mate.
We got the last part that we need to finish this build.
Oh yeah, baby.
Full clutch and the full I wheel from NP6.
heavy duty ZD kit. So
Oh, darling.
thank you.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, we're so on.
Yep. So now
We're so on.
and now it's just a fact of going back to GTurbo, get that in, get the box back in, finish routing the exhaust, fixate and plug, and then we can start tuning to 2 mil. Alright, so it should be very, very good, mate. Very good. Yeah, lovely. So we're putting the clutch plate in now. Get in there. There you go, mate. That's in there. And then we got the outer plates. I should grab all those bolts. Oh, Christian, open me that. This one. Yeah. Got him. Dog. Oh, okay. She's in. The first dyno run. So we won't make much power, but we're just seeing if all the work we've done is functional. Mad. Okay guys, what's up? It is another day here at GTurbo. Last night we got some bass runs in, and then those bass runs on the dyno turned into a couple of little power runs. So have a quick look at this. We're making 274.6 horsepower at 3400 RPM with max torque over 650 Newton meters. Torque is coming on nice and early, and then power is going all the way up to 4K, and then boost peaking at about 40 pound, and AFRs are looking very, very nice. But this is getting very, very good. We're going to try and squeeze a little bit more, and this thing sounds absolutely off its head with that VNT turbo. The boys here know what they're doing with these cars, and just wow, I'm over the moon. Here we go, in the big run, the 300 run, this is it. Hey, that's it. 306 and 711. Yeah! Yeah, that's it. Okay, now you see that?
Oh yeah, boys, well done.
And
708.
708.
Bloody hell, this better be good.
Oh god. It sounds so sick. Sounds sick. I just go down like the road. Or like, how's that? Yeah, wow. Sounds good. Yeah, wow. Much better. Just a bit faster. Wow. That's dope. Definitely a little bit hard. Oh yeah, hard. It's a bit low. Can you just give us like a hard part? The only thing is that the emitter has to be moved up because I'm hitting it way too fast, but like, wow, like this thing moves. Like proper moves. That's sick. Thank you. Thank you. That is mad.
Oh, good on you, dude.
Wow. Wow. And that is a wrap at GTurbo. We are now done. So what do we end up? aching?
710, I think 710 newton meters and about 305 horsepower.
Sick.
Yeah.
So that is on it there, mate. Thank you for alright, because I'm filming.
No worries, man.
Thank you very much. Alright.
Like the East Coast is going to love this.
Oh yeah.
This is going to be sick.
Yeah.
Like so I reckon that we have just put the ZD30 so like on like the map.
Yeah,
TDs
awesome.
are dead now.
Yeah, well, and the best thing is too, man, is you got an epic trip ahead of you.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep. So
It's just going to be towing and hauling us the whole way.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. I want to see some pics.
Yep,
absolutely.
done. Now it's time for a 45-hour trip home
Yeah.
with a big high horsepower ZD. This should be good. Then we'll get home and we are going to go on some sick trips with this car. Really push every single ounce. And yeah, should hold up, man. But thank you.
No
That was
worries.
a sick time.
GTurbo, baby.
Yes.
Let's go.
Now it's home time. Thank God.